This video is about review for geometry. For number 1, solve for x. According to the given diagram, we know for segment NM plus ML plus LK equals 23. Therefore, I can set up x minus 6 plus 9 plus 2x minus 19 equals 23. Then you combine like terms to the left side. That is 3x. For this 3, you will get negative 16 equals 23. Then you add 16 both sides. You will get 3x equals 39. So x equals 13. Divided by 3, you get x equals 13. For number 2, we know this is a straight angle. That's 180 degree. Therefore, I add 2x plus 1 plus 3x minus 31 equals 180. Combine like terms on the left side, you got the 5x minus 30 equals 180. For linear equation, remember you always isolate the variable on one side. Therefore, you need to add 30 both sides. You will get 5x equals 210. Then divide by 5. Your x will be 42. Since we are looking for the angle ABC, that's 2x plus 1. So when you get this x, you have to plug in to this 2x plus 1. Therefore, it will equals 2 times 42 plus 1 equals 85 degree. For number 3, you have to know the definition for supplementary and a complementary angle. For supplementary angle means two angles added together equals 180 degree. For complementary angle means you have two angles added together equals 90 degree. Therefore, if you have an angle given 40 degree, complementary angle you have to do 90 minus 40 degree. That equals 50 degree. For supplementary angle, you got to do 180 degree minus 40 degree equals 140 degree. For number 4, find the midpoint of 3, 6 and negative 8, 2, these 2 points. Here is the midpoint formula. We label x1, y1, x2, y2. Then we just need to plug in. Your x equals x1 plus x2 over 2. So you get the 3 plus negative 8 over 2 equals negative 5 over 2. For y equals y1 plus y2 over 2 equals 6 plus 3 over 2 equals 9 over 2. Therefore, for the midpoint M, it will be negative 5 over 2 and 9 over 2. For number 5, point M is the midpoint of line segment BC. If the coordinates of M is 2, 2, and the coordinates of B is 4, 5, find the coordinate of C. We label this is x, y. This is x1, y1. So I'm looking for x2, y2. Still using this formula. Your x equals x1 plus x2 over 2. Then we plug in. Your x is 2 equals x1 is 4 plus x2 over 2. We multiply by 2 both sides so that you can get rid of this denominator. You will get 4 equals 4 plus x2. Then minus 4 both sides. You will get the x2 equals 0. Do the same thing for y. We got the y equals y1 plus y2 over 2. Y equals 2 equals y1 is 5 plus y2 over 2. Still, you need to multiply by 2 both sides. Then you can get the 5 plus y2 equals 4. Then subtract 5 both sides. You will get y2 equals -1. For number 6, give another name for EF. EF is a line. Therefore, I can do EG. Or you could say GF. For plane EHJ, remember when you want to name a plane, you got to use 3 points on that plane, and it's not on the same line. Therefore, you could say plane JFH. Or EFH. Do not use the same line like EGF. This is wrong. Make sure these 3 points is not on the same line. For number 7, write the following in if and then form. Then write the converse, inverse, and contrapositive statements. Hexagons are polygons with 6 sides. For if-then statement, if polygons are hexagons, then they have 6 sides. For converse statement, you just need to switch if and then. If polygons have 6 sides, then they are hexagons. For inverse, if polygons are not hexagons, then they don't have 6 sides. For contrapositive, if polygons don't have 6 sides, then they are not hexagons. Write the biconditional statement. You got to use if and only if. Polygons are hexagons if and only if they have 6 sides. Number 8, use the diagram identify 2 pairs for each of the following angle types. For corresponding angles, corresponding angle means the same position. Therefore, you just need to show 2 pairs. For angle 3 and angle 7, angle 1 and angle 5, these corresponding angles. For alternate interior angles, like angle 3 and 6, 12 and 13. Alternate exterior angles, like number 1, number 8, number 2, number 7, number 9, number 16, number 10, number 15. I will choose 2 pairs right down, angle 1 and angle 8, angle 10 and angle 15. For consecutive interior angles, angle 12 and 14, angle 11 and 13, angle 4 and 6, angle 3 and 5. So write down angle 4 and angle 6, angle 12 and angle 14. For vertical angles, like angle 2 and 3, angle 1 and 4, angle 9 and 12, angle 10 and 11, angle 6 and 7, angle 5 and 8, angle 13 and 16, angle 15 and 14. They are all vertical angles to each other. All vertical angles are equal to each other. So angle 1 and angle 4. And angle 9 and angle 12. They are equal to each other. Linear pair means add together equals a straight angle, that's 180. Therefore, 2 and 4, 5, 7, 13, 15, 12, 10. Those angles they call the linear pair. And so on, like 14, 16, 9, 11, angle 1, 3. So angle 1 and angle 3, angle 13 and angle 15. They add together equals 180 degree. Angle 13 plus angle 15 equals 180 degree. For number 9, see the angle relationship and solve for x. For this diagram, we assume line U parallel to V. Then the alternate interior angle are equal to each other. Therefore, 7x plus 14 equals 8x plus 6. This is a linear equation. Make sure isolate the variable on one side. Means you can move 8x to the left side and 14 the other side. Then you need to change the sign. 7x minus 8x equals negative 14 plus 6. Negative x equals negative 8. Divided by negative 1, you got x equals 8. For number 10, we know this is a right angle, so this will be right angle. Therefore, 40 degree plus 6x plus 2, this degree equals 90 degree. We solve for this x. 40 plus 6x plus 2 equals 90. Then we solve, isolate this x on one side. So subtract 40, subtract 2. You will get subtract 42. You get 6x equals 48. Divide by 6, you get the x equals 8. For number 11, using this linear function to answer the following question. What's the slope of the line given? We know y equals mx plus b. Therefore, the coefficient of x will be slope. M equals negative 3 over 5. For b, what's the slope of line parallel to the one above? Here's the rule for slope of parallel line and perpendicular lines. For parallel lines, slope of those two lines are equal to each other. Therefore, I can write down M2 as the slope of a parallel line equals to -3/5. For C, we're looking for the slope of the line perpendicular to the given above. You got to use this formula, which means -1/m1, we do opposite first. Then we do reciprocal. For example, like -3/5. Opposite, I got 3/5. Then reciprocal, I flip, that's a 5/3. Therefore, your M slope for perpendicular line, that will be 5/3. Number 12, write the equation of a line that passing through the point 1, 7 and 5, 19. For a linear function, we have 3 forms, like a slope-intercept form, point-slope form, and a standard form. If you are given 2 points, normally we use a point-slope form like this. So you are supposed to get the slope. We label x1, y1, x2, y2. We know slope formula equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we plug in, we got 19 minus 7, 5 minus 1 equals 12/4 equals 3. Then we plug in this formula. We got the y minus 7 equals 3 parentheses x minus 1. Then you can do distributive property, get the 3x minus 3, y minus 7 on the left side. Then you add 7 both sides. You will get the y equals 3x plus 4. For number 13, find the equation of a line through the coordinate 5, -3 and parallel to the line represented y equals 1/2 x minus 6. First of all, for parallel line, slope equal to each other. Therefore, we got the slope equals 1/2. We can label this is x1, y1. Then we use the point-slope form. We got y plus 3 equals 1/2 x minus 5. You can leave your answer as it is because this is a point-slope form. If you want to get the point-intercept form, you got to do distributive property, get the 1/2 x minus 5/2. This side is y plus 3. Then you minus 3 both sides. You will get the y equals 1/2 x minus 11/2. For congruent triangles, the methods will be 3 sides equal to each other. Side, angle, side. Angle, side, angle. Angle, angle, side. For right triangle, we have hypotenuse and a leg. You need to be careful. The following, they are not method. You cannot have 3 angles to each other. Or you have angle, side, side, or side, side, angle. They are not the method to prove 2 triangles are congruent to each other. So for number 1, these 2 triangles are congruent to each other because this is a vertical angle. You have a angle, side, angle. To prove these 2 triangles are congruent to each other. These 2 triangles are congruent to each other too, because you have angle, side, angle. For number 3, these two lines are parallel to each other, which means these two angles are equal to each other because these two are alternate interior angles. And also these two angles are equal to each other because these two, they are alternate interior angles too. Therefore, we got angle, angle, side. For number 15, based on the figure below, write a congruence statement for the triangle. When write down the congruence statement for the triangle, get the corresponding vertex. For example, for this A, the corresponding vertex will be C. For B, the corresponding vertex will be D. Therefore, you can write down triangle A, B, D is congruent to triangle C, D, B. You can write down congruence statements for the sides and angles, like angle A and angle C. Put the congruence symbol like this. Then you have angle ABD, angle CDB, congruent to each other. Angle ADB, angle CBD, congruent to each other. For the congruent sides, we have AB and CD, congruent to each other. For AD and CB, congruent to each other. Then we have BD and DB, congruent to each other. Basically, using this order, you see the AD, CB, BD, DB, and AB, CD. That's how I write down the congruent sides. Number 16, state the third congruence that is needed to prove triangle DEF is congruent to triangle MNO using the given postulate and a theorem. For given side DE equals MN, I label here. Angle M equals angle D, like this. Then we want to use side angle side, which means we got to use side angle side. Therefore, you will get DF equals MO. For next one, FE equals ON. And angle F equals angle O. We want to use AAS, means angle angle side. Therefore, you have to show angle angle side, angle angle side. Therefore, angle D equals angle M. For next one, DF equals MO. Angle F equals angle O. Then we want to use angle side angle. Angle side angle. Angle side angle. Therefore, we have EF equals NO. Number 17, solve for x. Use the exterior angle theorem. What's the exterior angle theorem? Here's the one. The exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of two opposite interior angles. We have D, we have AB. This AB we call two opposite interior angles. Then D equals A plus B. In other words, this is the exterior angle for this triangle. Then these two, they are opposite interior angles. Therefore, exterior angle 8 plus 6x equals 30 plus 4x plus 2. Combine like terms. 8 plus 6x equals 32 plus 4x. Linear equation. So isolate the variable on one side. I minus 4x. Then you subtract 8. So you will get the 2x equals 24. X equals 12. For number 18, for triangle, these two angles equal to each other, which means this is an isosceles triangle. Means 5x plus 5 equals to 35. Minus 5 both sides. You will get the 5x equals 30. Then divided by 5, x equals 6.